That's what happens when you're retarded.
Yeah, man, I can't help it. I'm retarded. Is it because of the naked Nintendo?
Want to play with my wiener? That's why I bought a Nintendo. I heard him asking people if they wanted to play naked Nintendo, and I didn't have a Nintendo, so I begged my mom for Christmas.
You're like, I need to practice.
Yeah, and then I got molested nonstop from my neighbor.
Recording in progress.
Hey man, sorry I'm late.
You should be sorry.
Yeah, I am sorry. And
Yeah.
then right when I was about to leave work, I get his phone call from my kid. Hey, I broke the shower. I was like, all right, show me a picture. And the whole shower head isn't even attached to the thing coming out of the wall.
Huh. Like it just broke off?
Yeah, I was like, well, the water's turned off, right? She's like, yep. I go, okay, well, that's fine, right? There's no water leaking. That's fine. So I'm not that mad, whatever. I mean, we have two showers in the house, so worst case scenario, they use the other one.
Well, you can still turn it on, right? It just pours out of the.
Out of the nozzle sticking out of the wall, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a weird flow of water. But anyway, I came home, I looked at it, and one of the attachments, because I have one of those like removable shower heads with like the
Yeah,
cord.
where you can like take it and like shove it up your ass or whatever
Yeah,
you want
well,
with it.
that's why I bought it. I bought the biggest one I could because, I mean, go big or go home, right?
Like that epic scene in American, what is it, American Reunion, where that Michelle chick's like fucking giving it to herself with the wand.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
So
one of those.
I bought one of those, and then I decided to buy two of those, one for the upstairs shower, one for the downstairs, so they're identical. And then downstairs, like the thing that grasps the wand in it, that came loose,
Yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
it cracked, so the wand wasn't staying in there. So I was like, "Fuck!" And I looked around, I couldn't find that piece. I had to buy the whole fucking assembly again. So I bought the whole assembly, but I decided to buy a new one with two shower heads. So my shower downstairs has a shower head mounted, and then the wand comes off that, so I have like two shower heads.
Nice.
But I saved all the pieces from the one I took off, and then I replaced the one upstairs that was cracked with like the handle for the wand was broken.
Yeah.
So I replaced that. So either way, I have a bunch of parts. So I came home and I looked around, and yeah, I had the internal part that I needed that broke off. So I just took the old one from my storage, and Bob's your uncle.
That must have been very satisfying.
Yeah, it was either that or like either getting up really early tomorrow to go to Home Depot to buy a whole new fucking shower head
Oh, it's so annoying to have to do,
and then go work like 9 hours and then come home and deal with kids again.
like you did today.
Yeah, so I came home and I fixed that and I made them a really quick dinner, and here we are.
I didn't do much today. We're experiencing what they call an atmospheric river right now,
Okay.
which is just like it means it's shit tons of rain. I don't know why they call it that. It's like I've never even heard these new terms that they keep bringing up every year, new ones.
You have to wonder why they do that. Are people just bored with the same old words that this will like grab their attention to pay attention to the news?
It's always some like negative thing, like it's a heat bomb or something, or like they use some weird word to make it sound terrifying.
Yeah, they want you to listen because people don't watch the news. They don't care.
Yeah, like either it's gonna rain a lot or it's just say that.
Yeah.
It's an atmospheric river.
Because I mean,
Oh, is it?
we've heard torrential downpour many, many
Yeah,
times in our life.
we know what that means. Is
Yeah.
that not what this is?
I have no idea.
No, this is different. It's a river in the sky.
So we started to get snow again today. It's been like +7 like for the last week. So much snow has melted. The roads are nice, the sidewalks are nice, and it's to the point where it's not even melting and refreezing at night.
It's a little false spring, they call it,
And today it started snowing again, so that kind of pissed me off. But
which
that's all right.
which means the winter's gonna come back for a little bit and then it'll actually go to spring.
Yeah, we'll get a couple more days of snowfall. I mean, it might even snow like last year. I think in April it snowed like a foot, like April 5th.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck off. But
Well,
2 days later, it's melted.
did you have to do some clock changing?
Yeah, well, I mean, not my phone because obviously it's automatically set up.
I only had to do one. I have one normal clock in the house that I had to manually change. What an inconvenience that was.
I've got a clock in my room that I haven't changed yet. I've got the microwave and the stove, which I did already. And then I have two clocks at work that I changed.
And now you're all set.
I just got to do the one in my room, which usually I get to it weeks and weeks later because I never really look at it.
Daylight savings time. How do you feel about it?
I fucking hate it. It doesn't
I
make any
wish they
sense
would
to me.
just choose one or the other and just stop changing.
Well, I mean, I live right next door to the province of Saskatchewan and they don't follow it.
But you
So,
do.
but we do. So here's the funny thing is I actually went to go visit April on Friday
Yeah.
and April lives in Saskatchewan. So about 40 kilometers away from my town, all of a sudden it jumps ahead an hour. So I lose an hour driving 3 hours to visit her. So instead of 3 hours, it takes me 4 hours. But coming
And
home
then you
yesterday,
gain an hour.
yeah, I got home and my phone's on driving mode, so it has like no connectivity or anything. It's designed so I don't get distracted while driving, right?
Yeah.
And I'm looking at my clock. It's like, oh, fucking 4:30, 4:30. I get home, I walk in the house, I walk downstairs, put my clothes away in the laundry, and I grab my phone and it says like 3:45. I was like, what the fuck? I go, oh fuck yeah, that's right. I gained an hour. I totally forgot that. But my phone said like 4:30 when I got home. And then 10 minutes later, when I went to go grab my phone, it said 3:30, 3:45. And I was pretty fucking happy that I gained an hour so I could watch some TV before I went to work.
That's as close to time travel as you're ever going to experience.
Yeah. Or when you fly, like if you fly Edmonton to, let's say, Vancouver, it's an hour 20 for the flight, but there's an hour time change. So you leave at 11, you get there at 11:20. It's kind of awesome.
That's pretty awesome. Hmm.
But flying back sucks because I lose that fucking hour.
Yeah. I don't know. I just felt tired all day today. Like it did something to me.
Got a friend last night. She was going to come over and we're trying to get through Eight Simple Rules. We're on the last season and trying to get through it, nightly, every couple nights we'll watch one or two episodes. And I was like, "Hey, you going to come over and watch a couple episodes?" She's like, "I get off work at 2." I was like, well, I mean, I'm still going to be up for an hour after that. So, yeah, if you want to stop by, that's cool." And then 10 minutes later, she goes, "Oh, shit. I just realized I work tomorrow morning at 7 a.m." I was like, "Oh, that sucks." She goes, "Well, yeah, it sucks. That's like 5 hours." I go, "No, it sucks because you lose an hour when you get off work." She's like, "What?"
Oh,
I go, "At 2 o'clock, it turns to 3." She goes, "Oh, fuck off. I'm not coming over." So, like 3 hours sleep max.
that's just not right.
No, it's not right. But yeah, she didn't realize it when she took the shift that she was going to lose an hour just because.
I used to work some crazy shifts back in my youth, but I don't think I could do it anymore.
I just don't understand the time thing. I don't get it. I saw an amazing meme and it showed an Aboriginal man holding a blanket. And he said only the white man could come up with cutting the bottom of the blanket, sewing it on the top, and then telling you that you get more blanket this way. Like,
That's
it's
funny.
so true, right?
It's true, but there is a logical explanation because there's some geographical locations that'll get really weird sunset and sunrise times. So with this adjustment, it sort of mediates that a bit, but because it sucks if you're one of the places where it's the sun's coming up at 10 o'clock in the morning, you're like, what the fuck? Bringing
Yeah.
your kids to school in the darkness, like there's all sorts of issues behind it
Because I know Arizona doesn't follow it and Saskatchewan doesn't follow it.
because they're right in the center, so they're not affected.
Yeah, but I'm 40 kilometers away. Like, get the fuck out of here. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
you're just on, well, someone's got to be on the cusp on that imaginary line.
Either way, I think it'd just be easier if the world just didn't do it.
I do too, and I think like people would get used to wherever they live, their geographical location and how it's affected by the times and the sunrise and the sunsets. You would just get used to it, and that's just how it would be.
Yeah, it's like if you live up north, you're gonna get 24 hours of daylight, you're gonna get 24 hours of darkness, right?
Yeah, and that's just how it is. Like,
Yeah, you just got
suck it up.
you're gonna make a bunch of time zones within time zones just so that you have a full day of day and night. Like, get the fuck
That's
out of
why
here.
they do it.
Yeah, it's
So stupid,
we talked about people being weak. People that need that are weak.
I
Like,
guess.
just adjust to it.
It also apparently it's supposed to do with the circadian rhythms and all that kind of stuff, which I don't know about that either.
And it's supposed to do with farmers. Oh, it gives them more daylight to get their shit done. It's like
for World War II so that they can get the shit done in time and stuff.
farmers are going to get up when farmers get up to do the shit that farmers have to do. It doesn't matter if it's light or dark. They have to get it done, and they're going to get it done because that's what they do.
Seems like they get up pretty early.
Yeah,
The rooster starts going, "Arr, arr, arr, arr."
that's pretty close. That's almost as good as your trombone or your trumpet. Almost.
And, and then they're up doing their thing. What about my Chewbacca?
The Chewbacca. Yeah, the Chewbacca is great. Actually, that
Uh,
should be an entire episode, just you Chewbaccaing for like 30 minutes.
You're like, Josh, how do you feel about it? Those
Hmm.
be my answers, all
Yeah,
in Chewbacca language.
yeah. Answers for
And then you
everything.
pretend like I said something. You're like, oh, I see what you're trying to say here,
Yeah,
Josh.
yeah. No, I get that. Like, I researched that and I agree with you. That totally makes sense to me.
Uh,
What are you bringing to the table this week, bro?
well, I do have some listener questions,
Ooh, shit. Haven't done that in a while.
which are always exciting.
Yeah, I feel
And
bad. Just inboxes upon inboxes, people getting ignored. And then by the time we get around to it, they're no longer a listener.
or no longer relevant,
Well, I mean, we're always going to be relevant. Have you not listened to the show?
or the quest like the answers won't be relevant. I
No.
guess they're always relevant. We make them relevant.
Yeah. Unless they're like five boyfriends later, and the problem they were talking about was with a boyfriend from like a year and a half ago.
Unfortunately, this one isn't a relationship question, but
Well, I mean, I'm not the guy to ask relationship advice to, so it's best if we don't do that.
this write-in is from at espresso underscore Milano. What do you
Oh,
think that means?
I think they like Italian coffee.
I think that's suggestive of that.
Do you think they're from Italy?
It doesn't say, it says from parts unknown.
Oh,
Remember they'd say that about a wrestler? They'd be like, from parts unknown, the
so
black
mysterious.
mask. So stupid. Anyway, hello, Answers for Everything hosts. Here's hoping my submission is selected. Well, it has
Oh,
been.
lucky
It
you.
has been. I have two questions for you today, followed by a would you rather for you to
Oh,
choose.
fuck yeah.
Question number one. I grew up during the 80s and 90s, and I suspect by listening to you guys that you hosts are from that time also. So my first question is, were you a Sega or a Nintendo person? Don't lie.
Am I gonna answer first, or are you gonna answer first?
You can answer first.
I am a purist Nintendo lover.
And why?
That was the first system. Well, I mean, I had an Atari.
Is it because of the naked Nintendo?
Want to play with my wiener? That's why I bought a Nintendo. I heard him asking people if they wanted to play naked Nintendo, and I didn't have a Nintendo, so I begged my mom for Christmas.
You're like, I need to practice.
Yeah, and then I got molested nonstop from my neighbor.
Was your first Nintendo just an NES or was it a
Oh,
Super
oh
Nintendo?
no, NES, like Super Mario
Yeah,
Duck Hunt.
me too.
And
My
e
grandma bought one for us from Sears and got it sent. Like I didn't even know what it was.
and that was prior to the orange gun. Like I had the original gray gun.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That was like the first edition.
Fuck yeah.
They made it orange because people were pretending it was a real gun.
With a cord attached to it.
Robbing fucking liquor stores with it.
It's my electric gun. You're what?
I knew
Yeah.
some Sega people, but I was also a Nintendo person.
Like, did you have them all? Like, I had
Nope,
the,
I just had Nintendo, and then years later I got a Super Nintendo.
yeah. Didn't you ever have the GameCube?
I have one now, but I didn't have one then when I was a kid. I didn't have a Nintendo 64 either.
Yeah, I had a 64, GameCube, Game Boy. I never had the 3DS or the Nintendo 3D.
Oh, I had the 3DS.
I didn't have
Yeah,
that.
that
And
was
then
fucking awesome.
as I got older with my kids, I bought a Wii and then a Wii U.
I have a Wii U as well.
And yeah, I loved it. The side-scrolling Mario games are like the shit.
Mario Maker too, so fun.
Yeah. And I never had any other system until I bought a PlayStation 3, I think.
Yeah,
But it
right
was kind
on.
of neat. Do you remember what were the name of the video game rental stores all over the lower mainland that you could trade your stuff in? You could buy used games. There was a whole bunch of like a branded like a chain. And I
Like
remember
EB Games.
like EB Games, but EB Games was in a mall. This is like not in a mall. This is like its own thing. Like down on below Five Corners in Abbey,
Yeah.
there was one
Oh,
down there.
the Common Exchange.
What?
That's what it's called, right? It was a pawn shop. Oh no, I
Well,
know which one you're talking about. Fuck, what was it called?
right, exactly. They
I
had
think
one
I
in
just called it the pawn shop.
but it was all video games and TV stuff, right? It wasn't
Yeah.
like weird like furniture and snowboards and bicycles and
There was speakers and shit though, but it was like all electronics, right?
yeah, and they had a huge one in Langley, but I would get all my video games there and every time that the new system came out, I would go there to trade in my old one and all my games for credit towards a new one.
Oh, you're talking about Willow video
Oh,
game.
Willow Games. Fuck yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Willow, and it still exists. There's one location left. It's the original location by Willowbrook Mall in Langley.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the big one that I
That's
used to
the
go
big
to.
boy. Yeah, that's the last one.
Yeah, but yeah, that's I would trade in all my old stuff for credit towards the new stuff.
They give you top value there too.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's why I did it. It was a really good deal. I didn't have to worry about selling it. I didn't have to worry about it just sitting in the corner gathering dust while I didn't use it.
But if you would have held on to all that shit, it's just worth so much money now.
Yeah,
You
I,
fucked up,
I did fuck up.
and so did I.
I do have people on Marketplace all the time trying to sell SNES and GameCube shit all the time.
Yeah, and you can still find a good deal now and then because people are desperate.
But did you own anything else? Like you didn't have a Sega or a Neo Geo or
I've had like since being an adult, I've pretty much had all the systems because
okay.
I like started really getting into like nostalgia and stuff like that. But when I was a kid, I was very poor, so it was amazing that we got the Nintendo. My grandma got it for us, and I remember it came with Tetris
Oh,
and
nice.
Mario Brothers and Duck Hunt, and it was so fucking fun. And then I remember going to the flea market all the time, trying to get games, trading in my old games towards new games.
Yeah.
And I had friends who had Segas, and I was intrigued, but I never actually had a Sega until later on. I had a Dreamcast.
Okay. I hated the Sega Master System gun. It looked awesome, like a laser gun. It
It
looked
did look
amazing.
awesome, and it was clicky.
But holding it, it was very rectangular. Like the handle was straight up and down, and the gun, like the barrel, was like straight, like horizontal. So it had no like real grip or like your hand didn't. It wasn't comfortable to hold. It was
I didn't
fucking
even like the
terrible.
controller either. The
I don't
Sega
even.
controller felt awkward.
I don't even remember the controller.
It's like a black sort of a half circle.
No, I got no memory of it. I
Hmm.
remember the system was sort of looked like a pyramid, right? It was sloped on like four sides.
The Master System?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's all
pretty
I remember.
boxy.
Fuck, those are the times though. And then now when you go play, like I played GameCube probably like 4 years ago at a friend's house. We put in GoldenEye and I was like, I can't play this. This is fucking terrible.
I know, it's so pixely.
Yeah, but I mean the music like just hit my heart. It just hit it and I was like, oh my God, I love this music. But the gameplay was fucking horrendous. And I played for maybe 5 minutes. I was like, no thanks.
This is trash.
Yeah, I'll go back to the new Call of Duty, please.
I have a like a tradition that me and my kids, the last right before I take them home on the weekends I have them, we play this game for the PlayStation 3 and it's got like the Move controllers and it's disc golf.
Okay.
And we play an 18-hole round of disc golf right before I take them home every single weekend that I have them. And it's our tradition and it's very fun and I win every single time.
Of course you do. Beat those little fuckers up. They
I
deserve it.
destroy them.
That's how they learn.
They've never beaten me once.
It humbles them.
They're better at most games than I am, but not disc golf.
I like when I play Mario Kart with the kids and they just start talking trash and then I'm coming in first and they're coming in third. I'm just like, just
Oh,
just stop. Like
they beat me every time.
like I've been playing Mario Kart for 30 fucking years, man. Just stop.
I used to beat them, but they got better and better and better, and now I can't.
Hmm. We just gotta practice.
I don't have time to practice fucking Mario Kart by myself.
Oh, don't podcast. Don't smoke weed. Don't go to work.
Yeah, just focus on that.
That's right.
I don't know if the satisfaction of beating them at Mario Kart is worth all of that effort.
I guess so if you look at it as a comparative,
In fact, it's not worth it.
is the juice worth the squeeze? No, Clay.
No,
Not in this case.
not in this
Not at
case. I
all.
mean, it's important, but it's not that important. All
Yeah.
right, are you ready for question number two?
Fuck yeah, I am.
What? was your favorite band or song while growing up in the 80s, 90s?
Oh shit. I didn't listen to music.
Yeah, you're not
Like
a music guy.
I wasn't in high school and stuff. I Weird Al was like my guy. Like I
You
love
like
Weird Al.
soundtracks too a lot too, right? Movie
Um
soundtracks?
yeah, back then, yeah. I would think for like artists, honestly, Weird Al was like my favorite.
I think in the 80s and 90s I was just getting into like hip hop, so it was like Eminem and Dr. Dre and
Yeah.
Tupac and that kind of stuff for me. What happened?
I thought my light was red. And I was like, shit, is my mic not on? But the
It
angle.
sucks because you wouldn't even know because I'd still hear you through the computer.
Yeah, right. Just like last time.
Just like it happens to me 4 times a fucking podcast.
That's what happens when you're retarded.
Yeah, man, I can't help it. I'm retarded.
Yeah.
I'm retarded?
I did like a lot of rap and hip hop, like Snoop and Dre in, I don't know, 93. Pretty fucking awesome.
So awesome. Like
Yeah.
peak humanity.
I don't know. Uh, Chronic 2001 was pretty fucking peak,
Oh, so fucking good.
right?
Everyone should have a copy of it, like the Bible.
Yeah. Better than the Bible. They should put that inside drawers at hotels.
Oh, you'd be so pumped. You're like, oh, they got the Chronic
Yeah. And
2001.
then
Pop it in.
you look around for a CD player, like, oh fuck.
Oh, what are we gonna do with this piece of shit?
Yeah. But how great would that be? Oh my God. Or like in hotels now, like you can like log into the TV and like you can check out and stuff. You can order food from the everything's done on the TV, right?
Can
Like,
you?
oh yeah, it's awesome. You can check out on the TV as well. Just grab the remote, you go to the My
And order
Pro.
room service?
Yeah, and go to my profile. You can order room service. You can order a cab. You can then, I'm checking out in the morning. You just go through on the TV. You leave your card on the table. You just walk out your door. You don't have to talk to people anymore.
That's crazy.
It's very convenient. But can you imagine if they struck a deal with Dr. Dre where it's just like the beginning music of any of his songs just plays in the like the what do you call it? The menu that's
In the menu, yeah, the
on repeat.
dashboard.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty sweet.
Yeah, it'd be fucking awesome.
What else for music?
I started to like U2 in the I'd say late 90s.
Yeah, you did.
And been a fan ever since. And Garbage was really big for me. I'm a huge fan of Garbage. Oh, I'm wearing
Huh.
a t-shirt from Garbage.
Look at
Strangely enough.
that. Look at that.
And I even wore one yesterday.
I remember like I was working in restaurants, like not in the 80s, but in like the 90s and the 2000s, and like there's a giant catalog of music from that time that would just be blasting on the restaurant speakers constantly, like
Yeah.
all day, every day. And like, I don't know, that whole catalog of music is just in my brain forever.
Well, it's because you would work an 8-hour shift and you would hear the same song 10 times.
And I would work an 8 hour shift and then I would get off work and usually go sit at the bar or sit at a table with friends from
Yeah.
work and we'd like hang out for another 6, 7 hours.
Yeah. So you're talking like you're there for 14 hours a day and you hear the same song probably 17 times.
Yeah. And it's just engraved its way into my brain. Like
Yeah.
closing time,
Yeah.
that's the
Fuck yeah.
quintessential fucking restaurant times.
Yeah. I don't understand it. They had satellite TV, but they wouldn't let you change it from hottest hits.
No, they love that, eh?
You got to leave it on hottest hits. I would get in the morning. I would change it to like Euro dance music or like early mornings on Sunday. I was put it on like kid stuff. So it's all like Barney the Dinosaur, Animaniacs, songs from Disney movies. It was all like little kid related. It's pretty
Every
awesome.
time me and John Cox would do the oven cleaning shift,
Yeah,
he would put on polka music
that's awesome.
and we'd listen to that every fucking time. Like, this is trash,
Yeah.
man.
But yeah, you have
Turn this off.
300 channels, and the general manager and owner never wanted to change it from hottest hits. Number 20, channel 20. That's the only one we can listen to. It's like,
Once I figured out how to do everything, I started changing everything, man.
yeah. There's so many times that I just wanted to like stab my ears because I could only hear Backstreet Boys so many times before I wanted to
Yeah.
shoot someone.
Britney Spears, Backstreet Boys,
Yeah.
over and over. Christina Aguilera, Genie in a Bottle,
Pink, Avril Lavigne, Eminem. Like it was, yeah.
some 41, Maroon 5, like over and over and over again.
But I mean, lots of those people I like, but in moderation, right?
And like when I hear those songs now, I'm like, oh, this banger. And that's probably
Yeah.
why, because it's like ingrained in my brain.
Oh, 'cause it was such a good time in your life.
Yeah, it was. Probably maybe the best time.
So yeah, and then you're relating it to music. I relate a lot of music from movies to stuff. So when a song plays in the background in a movie and I really like it, I used to like look it up, download it, and throw it on, like burn it onto a CD.
Yeah.
And yeah, I even keep track of the names of those songs, not by the name of the song, but by the movie it's from.
That's why I mentioned soundtracks.
Yeah.
You're a
Yeah, I love that
soundtrack guy.
stuff. Well, that's two questions from Coffee Italy drinker.
Espresso underscore Milano
There we go.
also has a would you rather for us.
Hmm.
And it's an interesting one.
Wait, like the other
I'm
ones
not
aren't?
I'm not sure it makes that much sense, but here we go. Would you rather? You can have sex, but only at sea. When on land, you must remain celibate. Or two, would you rather you work at sea 11 months out of the year, but you're not allowed to have sex while you're at sea? You can only have sex while you're on land.
I would have like working on the sea. Am I like a fisherman? Or am I working on a cruise ship?
It doesn't specify, but 11 months out of the year, you're on the ocean,
Because I think on a cruise ship, my life would be a lot better than if I was a fisherman.
but it would be a celibate lifestyle. What if you're seeing so many hot chicks on a cruise ship, but if you were on a fishing boat, it's all dudes and manatees?
Well, manatees are the sea cow, the mermaids of yore. Yeah. Um.
Or you're banging at sea all the time, but you can only have sex while you're at sea. So,
So I can only have sex at. I would have to if I could only have sex at sea. I would have to find some way to be at sea a lot more.
and have the opportunity and the prospective partners to enjoy that.
Yeah. What if like like when you get a genie wish and the genie fucks with you and gives you something like literally what you said, right?
Yeah, I
And
think I know what you're saying.
and it's not what you wanted, but it is what you said. Does that make sense?
Yeah, like
And
when Goku gets turned into a little kid from the Dragon Balls, they're making a wish.
it's like that.
It's like that.
Yeah. So you wish that you could be at sea getting laid all the time, and then all of a sudden you're convicted of a crime and you're on like a floating prison and dudes are raping you constantly, so you're
Oh man,
you're living at sea, but you're having sex all the time,
all the time.
all the time.
Maybe more than you can handle.
Mm. After a while, you're just gonna take it, like Juice from Sons of Anarchy. He just whatever. I'm now Marilyn Manson's little bitch, and that's just the way it is.
Or poor Otto. Fuck, they did Otto dirty.
Yeah, they did.
So
All right.
which would you rather?
I'm gonna pick living on land.
Living on land
Yeah,
and you can only get laid when you're at sea?
that's right.
So you're like, hey, I'm going on a cruise.
I would have to spend. Wait, can I just buy a rowboat? Does that count?
As long as you're at sea and not at lake.
Oh shit. I don't think a rowboat in the sea would do well, especially for a
I don't
dude
think
that
so
doesn't know what
either.
he's doing. I would have to plan a lot of cruises. A lot.
Or start like a
A tour
boat
company.
chartering thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you're like, hey, fellas, we're gonna have some fun today, aren't we?
No, I was thinking more attractive girls, but yeah, I guess there is an opportunity probably to have sex with men as well. Josh,
Yeah.
I don't want to take that away from you.
You
Enjoy
don't
that.
want to rule it out, right?
Yeah, yeah. No, it's there. I mean, beggars can't be choosers sometimes, right?
I mean, I'm not having a lot of sex at the moment, so
Well, you're not living on sea at sea.
I think I could, if I was making lots of money, I would work at sea 11 months out of the year, no problem. And 1 month of freak Diddy style freak offs.
With lots of
And
money
then,
in the bank account.
yeah, and then you're back at sea again
So making lots of money, you're definitely not working on a cruise ship. You're a fisherman.
or something like a mechanic on a fisherman boat. It'd be more my speed.
It seems super dangerous though, doesn't it? Cruise ship just seems a lot safer.
Or oh, I'm a mechanic on a cruise ship.
Oh, I guess so, yeah. Then you could be the mechanic on the Charlie Ray Metal Fest cruise ships he takes.
I don't think I'd want to be on a metal one. Honestly, I'd rather be on one where they just sing like old person music.
like Britney Spears and Christina
No,
Aguilera.
no, no, no. Old music.
Like from what? Like
I don't know, like 70s, 60s, 70s.
like disco?
Whatever. That'd be fun too. Yeah. Disco.
And you can never escape it. So it's not like working at the restaurant where you could go home and stop listening to the music, but on the cruise ship, it's fucking nonstop for like
Well, and
11
metal
months.
music really carries, right? It would like be right through the fucking walls.
Yeah. It sounds like they're eating a microphone. So you
I don't
don't,
like metal on at any time, so
yeah. Yeah, I'm not a fan. It's just thrash, loud,
it's just
screaming.
noise
Yeah. A lot of
to
people
me.
love it.
I know, I don't get it. My sister's one of them. I'm like, why? How is this appealing to you?
She's like, well, Josh, the same way you chartering boats with dudes and having sex with them is appealing to you. And you're like, fair enough.
Each to their own.
Yeah,
Bob's your uncle.
fair enough. All right, Milano,
Thanks,
espresso underscore
Milano,
Milano.
from Parts Unknown.
Yeah.
We appreciate your submission.
Yeah. Hopefully you're still listening.
And if some other listeners would like to submit, Clay, what would they do?
They could probably reach us at Answers for Everything Podcast on Instagram or Answers for Everything Podcast at gmail.com for email. I
There
think
you
on
go, folks.
Facebook, Answers for Everything Podcast.
It's AFE somewhere too, right?
Yeah, AFE Pod. I probably should learn these things.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you just Google Answers for Everything Podcast, we just come up. So that's
Yeah.
fine.
I'm sure it'll pop up every little thing.
Yeah. Do we have another question?
No, that's it from our listeners this week.
Well, before we go, I do have something I'd like to try here.
Okay.
I was thinking of something historical, but instead I'm gonna draw attention to us. So it was gonna be two truths and a lie. So I
Oh,
was gonna tell you three things from a historical significance, and you'd have to guess which two are true and which one is a lie, or just which one is a lie, which would lead the other two to be the truth.
okay.
But instead of that, I figured it'd be more fun to do it personal.
Okay.
So these are three things that I'm going to say about myself. You
And one
have
of
to
them's a
guess.
lie and two of them are true.
Yeah, so you have to guess. I mean, it's probably easiest to guess which one is a lie and just leave the other two as the
Yeah,
truth.
I would think so.
But here are the three statements I'm going to make about myself.
Okay.
Statement one, I once beat off in a woman's backyard when I was supposed to be raking up all the leaves and pulling the weeds.
That sounds very plausible.
Oh, you would think that maybe I said three things that sound all very plausible just to make your life a little bit harder here.
Maybe so.
All right. Number two, I urinated on a relative's face while they slept when we were camping,
Also very plausible.
right? Number three, one time I was on a road trip and my friend asked if I was going to need any help beating off, and then he offered himself for that service, to which I declined.
How sad.
Hmm. What could have been? What could have been?
Gee, you
I
really
could be
missed it.
leading a different life right now if I had
You
chosen
missed a
differently.
golden opportunity.
Golden shower opportunity,
Or did you take that opportunity for the golden shower? We're gonna
maybe.
find out. I'm gonna say that the falsehood is that golden shower.
That is correct.
Oh
I
yeah.
did not urinate on anyone's face ever, no matter what the situation is.
Do you regret that? Do you think like maybe it's something you would want to pursue?
No, I did have a girlfriend that I dated, and she said it would be okay to pee on her, but it'd have to be in the shower. So I think she might have had like a pee kink, but I never really took interest towards that, so I just never did it. Even in the shower, it just never appealed to me.
In the shower seems like it wouldn't be so bad. It's all
Mm.
washing off.
Yeah, but I mean, you know what pee smells like in the shower, right? We all do it.
Of course, it's
Yeah,
not. It doesn't last very long, but it's unpleasant nonetheless.
it's like when you fart in the shower. It's a terrible smell. It's worse
Terrible.
than anywhere else you do it.
It's a hot box.
Yeah. So yeah, and there you have it. Yeah. Mr. Clay one time was supposed to help rake leaves at someone's house. I don't know the person. Like a friend of the family took me out there for the job for the day because they needed help. And
And
the
something turned you on. You were
the
like,
yard
oh,
the yard
these
was
leaves smell
huge.
good.
There's a huge front yard, a huge backyard, and I was just raking leaves and looking around. I was like, wow, this is kind of dangerous. I wonder what would happen.
Did you just stand there or did you like
No, I
lay
just
on
went
your
into like the
side?
like the corner behind a tree where the fence like turned into like a corner point to the back of the yard, and hopefully nobody in the neighbor's house could look down, or hopefully that person who was the friend of the family didn't walk around the house and catch me beating my meat. And they
Explain the
didn't.
mechanics. So did you stand? Did you go down to your knees? Did you
Oh no,
lay on your
I
side?
laid down.
Yeah, you laid on your side.
Yeah, well, I laid on my back, got flush
Your
with the ground.
back.
Yeah, not
And then you
bad,
just
right?
ejaculated all over yourself?
There were lots of leaves. I was cleaning shit up.
You didn't turn to the side?
I didn't have a cum rag. What do you expect me to do? It's like if you're in the woods and you take a shit, you use leaves. So I jizzed, I used leaves.
Man, it's
Or
sticky.
or maybe I was too young to ejaculate. I don't remember how old I was at the time.
You just fired a blank?
Maybe. I would say I was probably between 11 and 13.
Do you remember wet dreams?
No, not at all.
No? I remember having those. That was awful.
Are you
Wake
gonna
up in a sticky mess.
and you're
Like,
like,
oh,
damn
what
it,
the fuck happened?
I could have saved that in a cup. What the
That
fuck?
must have been a good dream.
Yeah.
Man,
And you don't even get to remember, which is the worst part.
no, just a dream of some type
A wet
that
one.
took you to that place.
Oh shit, you know the movie What Dreams May Come with Robin Williams?
No.
Oh. Well, what if we title this episode Wet Dreams May Come and spell cum C-U-M? Huh?
Wet dreams may come.
Oh, look at that. Fucking awesome. I'm gonna leave the know-it-alls with that little bit of knowledge that I do things that I probably shouldn't do when I'm supposed to be doing yard work.
And that Bob is your uncle.
Bob is always my uncle. Peace out.
Peace out, know-it-alls. Do, do, do.
So I was thinking about it. I love eggs. Like
Do you like
fried
putting
eggs.
15 of them up your ass?
Yeah, I like them not even hard boiled. I like the challenge of them being right out of the carton in my ass to see if they break, right?
Oh, man.
I can get about
That's
11 up there, and then that 12th one starts to pressure against the other shells. One cracks, the next one cracks, and pretty soon I got shells coming out of my
And
ass.
then you're making an ass omelet, pouring
Yeah,
it out into a
wow.
frying pan.
a schnitz omelet.
Oh,
But no, I was thinking about eggs the other day because I fucking eat eggs. If you fry them, I'll do them over easy, sunny side up, a little bit like undercooked. I do them scrambled. Like
I
eggs are
like
fucking,
basted medium. That's my favorite way to
yeah,
cook them.
I do basted easy.
Yeah,
Guys, I like a lot of gooiness.
you like super soft.
I do.
I don't like if there's any of the white that's not quite cooked. I'm fucking out.
Yeah, no, I can do that. That's fine for me. But I get why you fear that. I get
Yeah,
it.
it's just a preference.
Yeah, but like
Sometimes
hard
they
boiled,
make them wrong at the restaurant. I'm like, you know what? I'm not a complainer. We've been over this. I don't
yeah,
complain at a restaurant. I'll just eat it,
yeah.
enjoy it.
Like hard boiled eggs are awesome. Soft boiled eggs are
They're
awesome.
so versatile.
Yeah, man. Egg salad is awesome. Put eggs in potato salad. It's awesome. Like eggs are fucking amazing.
How many do you
is this
go through in like a week?
is this going to be like a gumbo shrimp thing, like Forrest Gump? We got fried shrimp, boiled shrimp. We got fried eggs. We got boiled eggs.
We
We
got
got poached
deviled
eggs. We got
eggs.
over easy
Oh,
We
eggs.
deviled
got
eggs, even
We
deviled
got
more.
eggs are
deviled
yummy.
eggs. Deviled eggs are
Uh,
the shit.
I could go through a dozen in a week, or I could go through one in a week.
Oh, I go through like 24 in a week.
I've got a kid who's vegetarian who eats eggs, and then I got another kid who loves hard-boiled eggs. So I could hard-boil the whole dozen, and he would eat them in like 3 days.
Oh
And it's
Jesus, man!
perfect.
I'd hate to be trapped in an elevator with you guys for an evening. Fucking
Surprisingly, it doesn't affect me that
eggs.
way.
Well, you're lucky.
Yeah,
It doesn't affect me that way either. So.
yeah, because your butthole is entrance only, Charlie Ray. Nothing comes out of it.